What's up, everybody? It's JQ back with another video. Today I'm going to be telling you guys about the time my gym assistant turned out to be a pedophile. And before I get into that, I'd like to make a comment to someone who's been disliking all of my videos. If I know you personally, tell me why you're doing that, or don't. It doesn't really matter to me. But if you're like a random person, then just stop watching my videos if you don't like them. It won't hurt me actually, so I mean, you're still giving me views watching all of my videos, but just leaving a dislike because you don't like me or something. Just stop watching and we'll be good. But anyway, so this started in 6th grade, and he just come into the school. He was new and stuff. People didn't think he was cool because he was fat and he looked shady the way he'd stare at people and stuff. But anyway, he'd act like he was a nice guy or whatever. But when the guys were in the locker room, he'd tell them to take off their clothes. He'd just sit there and stare at you, and you'd tell him to look away, and you wouldn't until you say it 2 more times, bruh, stop looking at me or something. And then he'd turn away and go on to look at somebody else, or he'd just step out and then go do something and come back. But we never knew what was wrong with him. A lot of people thought he was gay or something, and so we just didn't really like to be around him and stuff. So anyway, he would play basketball with us sometimes. He wasn't good because he was so fat. When he bent over, I don't know why you bend over when you're dribbling, but his arms folded into his torso, and he just had little stubby arms sticking out while he was dribbling, and so you couldn't really tell what he was doing. Then this man would put his body into you and knock you over, and then fall and crush your bones and kill you. So we didn't really play with him that much. But the assistant, well, he was the assistant actually, but the main gym teacher, I don't know if they were friends or something, but this man would always check her phone. His phone was black and gray or something, and hers was had a whole pink cover or something. And so every time it buzz or someone would call her, he'd just pick up and start trying to talk to them or something. And then usually they'd hang up on him or something. But he'd just always pick up or text whoever she was talking to, and while she wasn't there. And then as soon as she comes, he puts her phone back, and she doesn't notice. I don't know how she doesn't, but she just never noticed when he did that. And we didn't tell her because we didn't like her or him. They were she was okay. She was just kind of annoying. She wrote me up one time for no reason because I was helping my friend when he got bullied or whatever, and so I just stopped liking her. And so yeah, he just messed with her stuff and all that, and so we thought he was weird, the way he looked at people and the way he just checked her stuff like that. We didn't know if they were best friends or something, or dating. I don't think they were dating. I wouldn't date him if I was her, or I wouldn't date her if I was him. They just weren't it anyway. So one day he just got fired out of nowhere. We didn't know what happened. The guys didn't, at least, until later on. The girls told us that he came into the girls' locker room. He peeped in and was looking at them while they were trying to change and stuff. They started screaming and all that stuff, and then he ran away. Well, that's what I heard. And so they told the principal or whatever. He got confronted and got fired. And so after that, we got 2-3 different gym teachers and assistants, because the other one, let's say her name is Miss Laura, she just left after he got fired. And then we got 2 more that didn't care about the students. They just stay on their phones. And then we got another one that, well, he stayed actually for the rest of my years there. I don't know if he's still there or not, but it was him. He had an assistant who was always on her phone. Then she left. He got another assistant who we found out to be the guy's sister, who was also a pedophile, because she was checking out the guys that were in 7th grade. Girls would say that she would talk with them and say who she had a crush on, which is weird, and who was cute, and ask who the girls liked. And so the guys and stuff, we stopped talking to her mainly. Well, I didn't talk to her at all because she was just weird. I thought she wasn't doing her job right, because to be an adult, you actually have to, be mature and not crush on like 7th graders, 14-year-olds or whatever, 13 actually. And so after that, I think she stayed another year, and I don't know what happened to her after that. Then somebody looked up her on Twitter. I don't know how they found it, but they started spreading that all around school. Somehow it didn't get to the teachers, but if it did, she'd have definitely gotten fired, because the stuff she was saying on her posts were just inappropriate. As like, it was just nasty stuff she would say. Anyway, that's it for today. Leave a like, subscribe if you aren't already, hit the bell so you can be notified when I make a new video. I want to hit 5 likes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see all of you in the next video. Be a blessing as well as be blessed. Peace.